Over the last 20 years, more and more evidence has accumulated to suggest that a good proportion of the research that we generate in the life and biomedical sciences is not of the quality that we might want it to be. Many findings can't be replicated. That slows down the speed with which we can translate that knowledge that we generate into societal and health impact, and it also creates inefficiencies and wastage within the research system. The work we're doing at the University of Bristol is drawing on lessons learned in other sectors, other industries, that we're trying to implement in an academic context to help us to identify where the sources of error are in the work that we do and what we can do to catch those, to correct those, and to thereby improve the quality of the research that we produce. Of course, moving into a new way of working entails a degree of effort up front, and so we need to think about what the benefits are to researchers themselves from adopting these new working practices. And I would argue that there are many benefits that derive from working in this way, not just in terms of the quality of the research that you produce, but also in terms of the efficiency of the research process as a result of these different working practices. So if you take data sharing as an example, when we share data, we want to make sure that the data set that we deposit on a repository is put together in a way that allows anyone to download it and make sense of it. So it needs to have a data dictionary, it needs to have variables that are well named, it needs to have metadata that describes where the data came from. And that will allow anyone else to download that data set and use it in a way that is appropriate to them. If you're an early career researcher, adopting these ways of working early on in your career means that they are built in from the ground up, if you like, and all of those efficiencies that are created by working in these ways will be there for you throughout your career. If you're a senior researcher, bringing these ways of working into your established group can create those efficiencies over time and mean that when you bring new people into your research group, they're able to get up to speed much more quickly. By working in this way, I think we can create a culture within research groups of quality, of excellence, of rigour. And of course, that will then confer benefits on those that come through that research group in terms of their future employability, because they will be seen by the wider world to have worked in a particular way, to have skills that are relevant to a wide range of different research approaches that emphasise quality and excellence. There are wider benefits to the Reproducibility by Design project to institutions, and those include the potential to drive up external grant capture, for example from industry, by working in ways that allow us to verify the integrity of the data that we generate, but also by creating internal efficiencies in how we work in our research process. The Reproducibility by Design project is based on really quite straightforward principles that have been proven in other sectors. The project will develop the skills of researchers themselves and through that improve the quality of the research that we do.